What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Stanford versus Boston college basketball matchup going down Wednesday, February 26, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to jump on something. We got a lot of great action lined up this week. It's a great chance to make sure that you check something out. The college hoops card on Wednesday is rock solid. The NBA has some great action. The NHL is in play as well. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, or we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Stanford and Boston College. Stanford coming into this one with a record this season in their first foray into the ACC of 17-10 on the year, 12-15 against the number this season, picking up a 66-61 win over Cal in their last matchup. But despite that win, they failed to cover in 7 straight games. Meanwhile, Boston College comes in off a 69-54 win over Georgia Tech in their last matchup. That followed up the 54-36 win over Virginia Tech. And I don't know if that game now says more about Virginia Tech or if Boston College just had a really good defensive game in that one. But either way, Boston College was able to pick it up. And, now Boston College has to head out on the road. And what we've seen from a lot of these teams that have made the switch to either the ACC or the Big Ten, these Pac-12 defectors, and I'm sorry, this term I'm going to continue to use if you've heard me say it a lot during my videos here at Pick Dawgz. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Teams like UCLA, USC, Washington, Oregon in the Big Ten, Cal and Stanford in the ACC have had the benefit of having teams having to travel out west and get used to these new travel spots, and they've also been on the wrong end of those travel spots where they've had to go out on the road and be able to and try to contend with those. But I think this could be a spot where maybe it could help Boston College, because Boston College has been feisty as an underdog in a lot of recent games. Now, this is the first time that Boston College is going to have to make this trip this season, where they're going to play, Stanford and then Cal after this. But Stanford hasn't necessarily, like I said, been covering games, and the games they have been covering, they've been laying decent-sized numbers and just haven't been able to pull away and win by margin. I mean, they were laying 6.5 against Cal, won by 5. Laying 6 against NC State, won by 1. They lost outright to Wake Forest, and then they were laying 12 against Syracuse, won by 9. So for Stanford right now, it's simply just a case of, just win. That's all you have to try to do, is just keep winning games. Now, right now, Stanford not even in the bubble discussion. I think that has to do with the fact of how weak the ACC has been this season, and we're probably at a point where Stanford has to win the ACC tournament if they're going to make the NCAA tournament. They're 9-7 in conference play. But even then, some of the better teams in this conference, teams like SMU, North Carolina, they're on the bubble despite being 11-5 and 11-6 in ACC play. SMU has 20 wins this season in the ACC, and they're still on the bubble. So Stanford has to, just keep winning and not, take any bad losses. But Boston College, I think, is at the point where they're just here to play spoiler. They're here to compete. And like I said, we've seen just more fight from Boston College in some of their recent games, more fight than you would expect from a team that is in the position that Boston College is in, where they're struggling and probably just at a point where they're playing out the string. And they've covered in 4 straight, even the games on the road. They snuck in the back door and covered against NC State, catching 8.5, losing by 8. They battled Notre Dame tough at home. They, battled North Carolina tough. They were catching 19 points against North Carolina, only lost by 6. It was a game where they actually looked like they had a good chance at winning it outright. So I'm going to take 10.5 points with Boston College here. I think that, Stanford is the better team. They probably win this game. But like I said, just seeing how little success, Stanford's had in terms of covering point spreads as of late, doesn't make me want to lay this kind of big number with them here. So give me Boston College in the 10.5, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.